I'm excited about today's video. It's a little bit different to normal because when we said that we were coming to Vietnam, we got a few people reach out to us on different social channels and on YouTube saying how excited they were for us that we were going to get to eat banh mi. If you don't know what banh mi is, don't worry, you'll learn all about this. So it's going to be a little bit different. What we thought we'd do is try 3 different places that we could get banh mi. And we think the main reason that, one of the reasons that it's so popular is Anthony Bourdain came through here, I think in 2012, and he said that the #1 place was like symphony in a sandwich, which is pretty huge. From a street stall on the side of the road, glass cabinet, lady doesn't speak English, but like meat out and everything, to the more famous ones that we've since found out is actually most popular with the locals as well.
Very famous in Hoi An.
Famous in Hoi An, okay. Perfect, we've got the local spot. So I've just asked at reception there with our friend Quinn, who's given us a local suggestion for the best banh mi in Hoi An. So banh mi is like French inspired. It's sort of like a bread roll that's cut open. It's got all sorts of herbs and spices. I'll try and explain it better when we actually see it. And then there's various sort of meat options. It's weird though, because whenever you're driving just around in the streets, there's always like glass stalls out on the street. So it seems like it's everywhere, but it's one of those things, unless you try loads, you probably don't know if the ones that are on the street are just as good as the ones that are on a restaurant or being offered by like a, you know, in a Western, being attacked.
Oh shit.
All we know is that this is the best one we've been told. It seems to come up frequently as well. So we're just going to mission there now. It's like, I think it's almost 40 degrees. There's barely any clouds in the sky, and I've just been to the gym. So I'm trying to bring my body temperature down by jumping on the scooter and traveling at the speed of light. So it turns out the place that we wanted to go to was closed. They were just obviously having an afternoon nap. We just found the most local place that we possibly could, rolled up, super cheap. Try our luck. 1 or 2 again. Just a
How is it?
absolutely delicious. So it's 20,000, which is only like, I don't even think that's $1. Maybe it's $1.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Super cheap. It's just basically bread, loads of local sauces, which I honestly don't even know what they are, but it's super fresh. The bread comes like right out of the baking oven there. Loads of vegetables, herbs, spices, and to be honest, it's either chicken or pork, can't tell.
Unidentified.
Unidentified meat. With a little bit of chili oil in there to give it some spice.
He's so hungry he can't even talk.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my words out, but I'm super happy anyway.
Okay, enjoy.
So we haven't managed to get to Banh Mi Phuong yet, which is the most famous one because it's just so busy. It's in a really just a crazy busy area, and there's always queues out the door. But we've come to the second best thing, which is the Banh Mi Queen, apparently. I'm reading the menu over the back there.
I think it's Madam
Khan.
Yeah.
So this one is definitely chicken. There's a lot less mayonnaise on it than the one we've got on the street, but it's the same price, and you get to sit down. This tastes like it's got more ingredients in it. It tastes fresher. And more like spices and local sauces that I couldn't even tell you what they are, but you can. It tastes like a more traditional version than the one that was probably just like thrown together for a Westerner on the street. So another local taste tester. The Vietnamese coffee has got like a really specific taste, and it's quite difficult to explain. But when you have it iced like this, really strong coffee with like a gulp of condensed milk. And when you mix it together, it's like a strong coffee taste with like a caramel milky.
It's so good.
It's really difficult to explain, but it's just absolutely incredible. I'm sure it's terrible for you, but the flavors are incredible. And this is again only 20,000 as well. So, I mean, we're set for life here. So we've finally been able to make it to Banh Mi Phuong without there being a ridiculous queue outside. There's still probably about 15 people waiting. It's just on this random street, which is suspiciously quiet today for some reason. We've just hit the jackpot, I think, because it's a weekday. that's about as much as we can possibly share on this. We've got these 3 and a Coke Light that we got to get amongst. Truth is, we don't really know who Anthony Bourdain is. No offense, we don't really follow the foodie community massively.
But I heard that he's like the David Attenborough of food. I have no idea if that's right.
That's pretty huge, if it is. Either way, he's had a huge impact on Hoi An in Vietnam and the Banh Mi culture, because we have heard about it multiple times at this place in Hoi An. And the funny thing was as well, the interesting thing that I didn't think would be the case, was when we went out for dinner with Chi and the owners of the villa, they told us that the locals actually favour that place over anywhere else as well. So not only are there queues out the door of Westerners who are taking photos for Instagram, there's actually the locals that want to go there also.
Yeah, they're lined up too.
Which I've never heard of that before. Most places that you travel to, the place that we love going to,
the locals don't.
They don't go there because it's too expensive or whatever. So those are 20,000 each, which is pretty standard price. In fact, that's what you pay on the side of the road. So to get that...
Yeah, so they haven't even pushed up the prices of the most famous banh mi in Hoi An.
Yeah, it's good. It's crazy. So I think if you are coming to Hoi An and you do want to get a good banh mi, it's a good spot to go. It's really busy, can be really busy. You can sit inside, but highly recommended, and we will 100% be going back.
I think so.
Nice.